They always ignored me and only cared for their golden child, but they regretted it after he dragged them to all his debts. But it was too late for them to fix anything. But I never knew that this will get me in court. They never saw me. Not really. I was just the quiet one, the soft one, the mistake, until I became the only one they needed. I wasn't born into love. I was born into obligation. My brother Liam came first, the miracle child, the one with the big cheeks and brighter smile, the one they posted photos of, showed off at family gatherings compared to prophets and scholars. They said he was destined for greatness. Then I came along, quiet, sickly, sensitive. Yusuf, he's shy, not like Liam, they would say, like it explained everything, like it excused everything. Growing up, it was like I was watching a movie about a family I didn't belong to. Liam got all the praise, all the attention, all the resources. I got what was left, if anything was left. My father once joked in front of guests, "We got it right the first time. Yusuf was just a bonus round." Everyone laughed, even my mother. I was 10. By 13, I had learned to be invisible. If I kept quiet, no one snapped at me. If I didn't ask, I couldn't be told no. I stopped inviting them to school events. I stopped leaving drawings on the fridge. I stopped showing my report cards. I knew Liam would outshine me anyway. But I had one thing: silence. In that silence, I taught myself how to survive. A teacher once let me borrow her old laptop. Barely working, keys missing. I fixed it. Taught myself how to code simple scripts. Started freelancing online under a fake name. No one knew. No one asked. At 17, I got a job at the local masjid, cleaning after Fajr. It paid little, but it was quiet. The imam noticed me studying between shifts and gave me access to their dusty old library. He was the first person in my life who asked me, "What do you want to do with your life?" "Build something that can't be ignored," I said. He nodded. "Then let the silence grow roots." I never forgot that. I left home at 19 with a backpack, an old laptop, and a half-paid phone bill. They didn't stop me. They didn't even ask where I was going. The first few years were brutal. Couch surfing, late-night shifts, coding until my fingers were numb. But with every crash, I got better, more precise. I launched my first prayer timing app when I was 21. Nothing flashy, just functional. Then came the Zakat tracker, then the Quran journaling tool. By 25, I had 3 apps under my name, a development team of 10, and contracts with clients in Dubai, Malaysia, and the UK. By 27, I was a millionaire. Quietly. No luxury cars, no big house. Just a sharp suit, a small company office, and a reputation in the tech world for being reliable and private. And still, no word from my family until they walked into my office. It was a Wednesday. My assistant buzzed in nervously. "There's an older couple downstairs. They say they're your parents." I stared at the screen for a long time before replying. "Let them in." I stood as they walked into my office. My mother looked thinner. My father's hair was almost white. They looked around like they'd just stepped into a palace. My mother's eyes filled with tears. "Yusuf, we saw you on TV, the Ramadan interview." My father cleared his throat. "You've done well, mashallah." I waited. He hesitated. "We need help." Ah, there it is. Liam made some bad decisions. He got involved in a business. He trusted the wrong people. We co-signed his loans. The house is gone. We're in debt. Everything's falling apart. So Liam, their perfect son, failed. And now they needed the one they discarded. I didn't get angry. I didn't shout. That's not who I am anymore. Instead, I stood up. "Come with me." I drove them across the city, quietly. My father fiddled with the AC. My mother wiped tears silently. We stopped in front of a familiar white 2-story house. Their old house. My mother gasped. How is this possible?" "I bought it, cash, at auction, after the bank took it." She turned toward me, lips trembling. "Yusuf, come inside." The house was renovated, pristine. The floors gleamed, the walls freshly painted. Their old room now had soft lighting, elegant decor, prayer rugs folded on the side table. My old room, still empty. 4 white walls, no bed, no furniture, no memory, just like how they'd left me. We sat in the living room. They didn't speak. I didn't offer tea. Then I laid a folder on the table. This house now belongs to a charitable trust, under your name, but you don't own it. You can live here, but you can't sell it. It's protected. My father swallowed hard. You didn't have to. I know. Inside the folder was also a small check, enough to clear their debts. No more, no less. I looked them both in the eyes. I'm helping you not because you're my parents, I said, voice steady. I'm helping you because I learned how to be merciful from strangers. I learned how to be patient from pain, and I learned how to be successful from being left behind. My mother's tears came freely now. I forgive you, I said, but I don't forget. I don't owe you my life just because you gave me birth. They nodded slowly. I'll assign a case manager to check in monthly, I added, and Liam is no longer my concern. I stood up. They knew it was time to leave. It's been 3 years since that meeting. They've stayed quiet. I hear they pray more now. I let them live in peace, but never brought them back into my circle. Sometimes I drive past that house just to see the porch light still on, not out of hate, out of closure, because the greatest revenge I ever served wasn't rage or cruelty. It was becoming everything they said I couldn't be, and watching them realize I did it without them. It should have ended there. Dinner, silence, a goodbye that didn't need to be spoken. They left the next morning. The guest house was spotless. They folded the sheets, left a note that said, "Thank you, son." I thought it was over. I should have known better. 3 months later, I was served court papers. They were suing me, my own parents, my blood, accusing me of manipulating them, stealing the house, and emotionally abusing them by withholding familial support in their time of need. Their lawyer called it generational theft. I stared at the documents in disbelief. They were demanding $2.5 million in damages. And guess who joined the lawsuit? Liam, the golden child, the same brother who never once called me growing up, who mocked me for being quiet and soft. Now he was claiming I owed him half my company as family legacy. I didn't cry. I didn't get angry. I just hired a legal team. The best. If they wanted war, I'd give them one. But it would be fought my way, cold, calculated, and with receipts. Courtroom. 3 months later. The courtroom smelled like wood polish and pride. My parents sat across from me, dressed in black, acting like they were mourning something. Their lawyer tried to paint them as victims of my success-fueled arrogance. They said I stole their home, the same home they begged me to save from foreclosure. They said I excluded Liam from his birthright, even though there was never a will, and the house was under a legal trust I created with my money. Their lawyer showed family photos, childhood drawings. He played a voicemail of my mom crying, but I had more. The evidence. My lawyers brought the facts, bank transfers showing I paid off their $210K mortgage, legal paperwork signed with video recordings showing they voluntarily gave me control of the house, screenshots of emails where they said, "We're lucky to have a son like you." A recording of Liam admitting, "He doesn't owe me anything. I just want in." The judge's face never changed, but my mother's did. She looked pale when the video played. My father's jaw clenched. Liam stormed out before the hearing ended. The verdict? Dismissed with prejudice. They were warned never to contact me again. The judge looked me in the eye and said, "You owe them nothing, Mr. Rahman, legally or otherwise.